Hi folks, this is Eric at Shaken Watch Stirred, and in this video I'm going to be doing a review of my H. Moser & C Endeavour Center Seconds Blue Lagoon in white gold, reference 1200-0206. In this video I'll be talking about my history with the brand. In the review I'll be highlighting some pros, some cons, and then concluding with some final thoughts. So this actually isn't my first Moser, this is my third Moser. I learned about Moser through the watchfinder.uk video series. A few years ago, the video was titled, Watch This Before You Buy a Patek Philippe. And in that video, the great chap that runs that series talked about the history of the vertically integrated manufacturer, the independent haute horlogerie brand, H. Moser & C, highlighted the Moser Mailloux. A few months later, when I had enough money, I went and purchased the Moser Mailloux in pink gold with the white dial at 38.5 millimeter. I fell in love with the watch, fell in love with the brand, and as I did some more digging, I learned that since the Milan family took over the brand, they started evangelizing these beautiful fume or smoke dials. So I decided to sell the Mailloux and get the Venture Big Date in red gold, 41.5 millimeter smoked gray fume dial, 14.5 millimeters thick. So it was a big watch. I enjoyed it for a little while, but it was a little big for a dress watch. And obviously I follow watch news, and I saw at SIHH 2019 press release, they had come out with this thing, and it is amazing. It kind of melted my heart. I love blue dials. I love the FP Jaune Chronomètre Bleu. I love the Vacheron Constantin overseas. But this one was just so unique with the way it captures and refracts light. I just had to have it. So I sold the Venture, scoured the earth looking for one, eventually found one at an AD in Florida, and I bought it. So some pros about this watch, and there are a lot of them. If you've never had a white gold or gold watch before, the weight of it just feels like you're wearing a luxury good, which is beautiful. The dimensions, 46 millimeters lug to lug, 40 millimeter in diameter, 20 millimeter lug width, so a great size. Beautiful matching pin buckle with these slight, beautiful polished edge, and very nice vertical brushing. Hand finished case with these deep and beautiful revetments on the flanks, vertical brushing in the mid, a see-through case back through which the movement fills wonderfully, and obviously that incredible dial starts at black at the edge, goes to a gradient light blue in the middle with turquoises, teals, and ceruleans in between. And I think the Blue Lagoon name is fitting because it looks like you're staring over the edge of a cliff into a blue lagoon in a tropics jungle. And it is such a great escape from the day to look down at this thing and just manipulate your wrist and just wonder at it. These dials apparently take 200 steps to manufacture, and I think that's pretty well reflected in the design. You can tell they use really thick layers of enamel that cause that dial to capture light, white light, yellow light, and refract it in a really great way. I actually really love the fact that there's no indices on it. It gives the dial more real estate and more elements to just marvel at. And actually, for the first time, I think negative space is a good thing here. The movement, finishing, some pros. A proprietary double-crested Côte de Genève from Moser. I believe they have this trademarked. Triple finished, precious metal, 18 karat red gold rotor. Full balance bridge for shock resistance, beats at 21,600 vibrations per hour, 72-hour power reserve. So a great caliber. So pros, right? You have a great case size, great case material in white gold, beautiful dial. Let me just get some of the markings I've made off this dial. Great dial, great finishing. Great wrist presence. The strap is a custom strap from ABP Concept. It's their Louisiana Gator. I got matching stitching. and this fun pop of lime green pebbled calf. The manufacturer straps, anthracite, large rectangular scale, gray gator, nicely bolstered calf underside. And I also got a Moser manufacturer natural tan kudu strap with calf underside. Really fun summer strap. So really great independent manufacturer with a great dial finish, a great caliber, great case finishing. Some of the cons, the first, unfortunately, my exposure to prior Mosers created a little bit of a negative stigma for this one. So the reason I say that is I had the Mayu, and I bought the Mayu when I was a less educated watch collector. I didn't realize the difference between hand finishing and machine finishing. So this is a dress watch, but with a principally finished sports caliber. So there are some hand finish elements, and you can look, if you look close enough, you can tell maybe hand finished beveling on the rotor, hand beveling on the balance bridge, and probably some hand beveling in the jewel revetments. But the Côte de Genève is probably machine finished. That beveling down the middle of the 3/4 style bridge plate is definitely machine finished. So the Mayu had an incredible movement for a fraction of the price. So I understand this is a sports caliber and they have to use in their sports watches such as the Pioneer, but I wish for their dress watches where they'd use the HMC 200, maybe they would go the extra mile and do a little bit more hand finishing in the movement. Not a huge negative. Another negative aspect, this watch was very successful. They sold out very quickly in both the white gold limited edition 50 pieces and the red gold limited edition 50 pieces configurations. About a year and a half later, I saw this watch, more supply go up, and I'm like, what's going on here? This doesn't make any sense. This is a limited edition model. I know it sold very quickly. So did some research and quickly noticed that they released another 100 pieces in stainless steel. Now, I understand that stainless steel is a different material than white gold, both in weight and in color, right? White gold's got this richer, deeper gray color. But for something as expensive as this is, and I'm not going to quote the price, I'll let you do the research on your own. For something as expensive as this is, for a mantra of a very rare watch, I would have liked it to be more rare. And again, I think that's nitpicking because I have yet to see another person in the world wearing a Moser, let alone this Moser. So not a lot of people collect these pieces, but I think it would have made the watch a little bit more special had they just kept the production limited to those first 50 white gold and red gold Endeavors respectively. So again, pretty nitpicky criticisms. The other thing maybe I wish they had was a little bit thicker case and maybe go to a 39mm, because with the Mayu, the case was a little bit thicker, the lug to lug was a little bit shorter, and those revetments on the Mayu, they're beautiful here in the Endeavour, but on the Mayu, they were sensational. They were so deep and so high polish and so much curvature. They're very nice here and accent the watch well, but on the Mayu, they were a real highlight. So maybe a return to that case size, but other than that, no regrets in purchasing this watch. I absolutely love the uniqueness of it. I love that it's an independent manufacturer. You know, it follows that independent mindset where they're not going to put logos, they're not going to put Swiss made. They know they're a Swiss made manufacturer through and through. It's in their marketing collateral. So I think it's a really special piece. So overall, I would highly, highly recommend the Endeavour or any other product in the Moser catalog, because again, to their mantra, it's very rare, it's very beautiful, and if you like unique things, if you like being kind of the black sheep, this watch is definitely for you. So thanks everyone for watching. Please provide your thoughts, feedback, comments, questions in the comments section below, and I'll see you in the next one.